Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Inevitable, and this is the Calm Face Violent Ambition podcast, where I'll be speaking about literally anything that comes to my mind, anything that I find interesting or intriguing, and then I will just be sharing my insight on the topic at hand, okay? Thanks once again for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the video. So, today we're going to be speaking about an activation that I've just had quite recently. Um, uh, last last night, um, last night was was so crazy. I I'm a twin flame. Okay. I have a twin flame, a divine counterpart, a divine feminine counterpart. And we exchange energy with each other on a regular basis from time to time. And last night, um, I don't know what happened last night, but I just I got sent all this energy. And it was kind of so overwhelming that I had a somatic experience again. Um, and I've spoke to God about it. Like, Lord, what's happening? Like, what's going on? Why is everything so overwhelming, so heightened? Why are all my senses screaming at me? Um, and it was, my this was around 11 p.m. Around 11 p.m. to about 12 a.m. when my body just started reacting and having this somatic shaking, and like the similar to the experience that I had in the week, but obviously a lot more intense. There was a lot of sacral energy flowing through my body. In the week it was more with regards to my solar plexus, because I kind of felt like my identity was being stripped in the week, but tonight it was like my sacral chakra got targeted last night, and it was really intense. I'm still feeling the after effects of last night. And I've just been having all these dreams and all these visions, and like it's just been really intense. Um, it's been really intense, very vivid, very soul altering. It's essentially me and my twin, and we are interacting with each other in this high timeline, in this very high frequency. And I mean, from what I've learned, like from Infinity's playlist, it's that when you have these dreams with your twin flame, you're able to put a face to the person, a name to the to the human being. Then these are all it could vary depending on what you like experiencing. Like, it could mean that you and your twin are sharing the dream in that moment. It could mean that this is a different timeline that you're looking into, and it's happening on a different timeline right now between you and your twin. And another thing is also, you could be looking at a future timeline when you and your twin are basically interacting. But it felt so real. I felt so swept up by this energy that was sent my way, that it took me to this higher cloud, this higher plane of reality, and it was really intense. My apologies that I haven't posted the video. I've just been very overwhelmed by this entire experience. This is all new to me, by the way. You know, I've never had such a physical attraction towards someone before. And especially an emotional attachment towards someone like this, and sometimes I I will tend to go silent because I feel very overwhelmed by this experience. And it's just the recalibration is not like me staying away or me like trying to avoid anything. It's just, this is a lot to process. And, you know, considering the fact from where I was, to running away from parts of myself and like ignoring certain sides of me and not allowing certain aspects of myself to breathe, to shed light on, to express. Um, this is kind of new to me. I've never actually done this before with. I've never done this before. This is so new to me. So it is quite a bit of adjusting that I'm doing to, being in this 5D union with my twin flame and her kind of mentoring me into this journey that she has so much wisdom on. And um it's very intensifying. But I'm so intrigued by all of this. This is so intriguing to me. It feels like this reward at the end of this this I don't know what you call it, this excursion or this exhibition that I'm on right now. And it's like it's reaching to the core of me, like the depths, the very deep depths of my soul, my desire. There's like a fire that's burning, and it's just waiting. It's like this ember that's waiting to be, ignited, to be discovered. And this desire is it's engulfing me, and it's the desire that I spoke about, that I have for my twin flame. That I spoke about in about 4 or 3 videos back, where I mentioned that this desire is just so engulfing, so otherworldly. It makes me do things that I don't typically do. Like I'll 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 just say it. So I did say that I was not going to reach out to my twin again after she basically communicated to me that she didn't want to speak to me, right? I reached out again to her. She still does not want to communicate with me, but she's sending me all this energy, you know. Um, it's really intense, I don't know how to, I don't know how to handle these emotions and these desires and these cravings that I have for. I'm trying to find ways on what I could do with this energy, since I'm new to like content creation. I just, the way I feel, I need this craving and this desire to be satiated. I feel like by my twin flame. I feel like that's the only way I'm ever going to be able to take care of this craving and this desire that I have for. It's it's really intense. It's I don't even know if YouTube's gonna allow me to post this. I'm praying that obviously they don't take down my channel after posting this video. But oh my god, my attraction towards my twin flame has reached a certain threshold, right? And it's gotten to the point where it's I just need one night with her. I just need one night with her. You know, I reached out to her. She doesn't want to speak to me. But, oh my god, the way I feel about my twin flame, it's insatiable. I feel like it's never going to be satisfied. I feel like I'm being chained down, and she doesn't even live too far from me, right? But I could probably just drive to her house. Like, probably take me like 15 minutes to get to her house, but my days, like, it feels like it feels like this desire, it's calling in an experience that I need to have. Also, it's also calling in a certain side of me to to be expressed, to come alive, to breathe. And my twin flame is like igniting. I feel like with all this energy that she's sending me, she's igniting this deep desire within me to want to embrace her, to want to have her, to want to grow with her. But it's so overwhelming, and I don't know how to handle this. I'm trying to handle this. I really want to be the man that I need to be, but this is so difficult. This is really so. Apologies for that, guys. If you did hear whining in the background, that's my dog. She needed to go to the loo, so I just had to open up the door for her. But back to the point. I I don't know if this is safe for YouTube. I don't know if this is even appropriate to be speaking about, like, the desire I have for my twin flame. I mean, I guess it is appropriate because it's like my channel and I can say whatever I want. People can either choose to listen to that or choose not to listen to that. I feel like this is a space where I can express myself because I guess it's my YouTube channel and I'm expressing what is on my mind. And what's on my mind right now is this deep desire that I have for my twin flame, something that I've been suppressing for the longest time, but that I have now brought out of this very dark corner of my psyche, and I have now the way to express these emotions to her, I would assume. Essentially, this was just supposed to be some sort of way to kind of get to know myself, discover myself, and, you know, learn about myself in a sense. But it appears that my twin flame feels all of this energy that I'm sending out to her, through these videos that I'm making. I've gotten a response from her as well to confirm that. And this twin flame journey is really not for the faint of heart. And obviously, if you've been listening up until now, then you must be experiencing the same thing. My apologies if you hear anything in the background. I'm not sure what's going on with my dog right now, but she seems to be going crazy. Um, if you hear that in the background. But back to the tangent on my twin flame. Yeah. So also the reason why I haven't been posted because I've just been getting overwhelmed by all this energy that my twin flame has been sending me. And it's making me have a somatic experience again last night, quite worse than Wednesday. And just to disclaim, my apologies for that, guys. So, yeah, to continue on that tangent, Wednesday's somatic experience was with my solar plexus chakra, and I kind of felt like my identity was being stripped. And now, yesterday's somatic experience had more to do with my sacral chakra. All of, I guess I would say, all this pent up desire and craving that I've obviously been carrying for so long for my twin flame, that have gone unexpressed, unfinished business that we may have together. Those all came out last night. And obviously, I was able to transmute all of it, through some movement. Been doing like some, TRE exercises, stretching, some hip movement, like hip stretches, and some yoga, which is typically things that I never do, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, it's this is also new to me. But I'm kind of enjoying the experience as well. It's nice to discover new parts about myself, and I guess seeing new aspects of our twin flame relationship, and the attraction, the fire beneath all of this is really what's keeping me here. So I will just continue to give this the energy, the attention, the nurturing that it needs, and we are going to see where this goes. Okay. So this is an update on the twin flame journey. The 5D union that I have with my twin flame right now, where we are at. And yeah, if you guys have any comments, anything you'd like to leave behind, you can go ahead and drop them in the comments. You can leave them behind, and I will make sure to respond to each and every one of them. Thank you guys for listening again to my little rant about my twin flame and my desire for her. I really do, appreciate you guys for listening up until this point. I mean, you could be doing anything right now, and you're out here listening to me. I really do appreciate that. Like I mentioned, 123 of you guys are subscribed, and that to me is absolutely amazing. I am, I feel so appreciated right now. I'm not going to lie, but I'll just end things off here. Thanks for tuning in. I am Inevitable, and this is the Calm Face Violent Ambition podcast. Have a wonderful rest of your day.